Alright everybody, so as I promised on my live stream today that I would COVID cough. Anywho, as I promised today in my live stream, I don't have cell signal to continue live streaming, or I would live stream right now. I was gonna shoot a little video about the Hazmat Route over here, starting in Somerset, Pennsylvania, and ending in Bedford, Pennsylvania. Now, a few things to remember about this route. You only want to take this route if you have to. This is a very, very, very dangerous route to take. I'm in a 18-wheeler, pulling 2 trailers at a time. This is a nightmare for any driver out here. And I have to take it because I've got hazmat today. But, welcome to Somerset, Pennsylvania, where the nightmare begins. So, this is the toll booth. We used to have a meet point down here in Somerset where I didn't have to ever touch the hazmat route. But, unfortunately, they got rid of that meet point, so I have to go to Bedford, which is past Somerset, which means that if I have bulk hazmat, I have to come this direction. Anyway, I always liked this town. I don't know what it was about this town. Everybody is friendly. There's a McDonald's, a Dunkin' Donuts, Arby's, Subway. There's all kinds of places to stop and get something to eat. Hell, I believe that the plane that crashed on 9/11 over here in PA, the one where all the people took over, the hostages took over the hijackers and crashed in the field, is only like 12 miles, not even 12 miles from this direct location I'm at right now. But anyways, this is going to be an interesting video. I don't know how I'm going to shoot this or edit it up, but nonetheless, let's continue forward on to Nightmare Haven. Okay. Sorry about the squeaky chair. It's all part of the gig, baby. It's all part of the gig. I'm gonna have to put some WD-40 on that bad boy. But like I said, today is the first day. Yeah, it's about the first day that I tried to legit stream on YouTube, and it didn't go quite well. It was nice. I got to talk to my oldest son, and he got to see what I do for a living. I had my old lady. See Flight 93 Memorial points left. So, pretty historic figure around this area. A little history, I guess, but we're going to take this route up through Laurel Highlands. And Laurel Highlands is, it's way the hell up there in the mountains. I mean, I've got a couple hills I gotta climb. I got one major one that I gotta go down, and I gotta make sure that I don't burn my brakes out doing that. But nonetheless, holy shit! I just tried to take off. Truck damn near died on me. That's how heavy I am. But like I was saying, well, that's kind of innovative. They put a light hanging over the highway without a light pole. They just put it in line. Well, as I was saying, there's some major hills on this route. Hills that I don't particularly like, but I have to take it, so. This is Route 219, headed south, and then we catch up on 31 east. We'll run 31 east all the way through to 30 east, and then that'll drop us off in Bedford. Oh, I see what the problem is. I'm doing a regen. I can feel the truck. I can feel the truck. That's not something I want to do on this route, is a regen. Because regens are known to make your truck catch fire. And you don't have too much pull power. ladies on some Harleys. Too bad those bikes are ghetto. Oh, you thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? Anywho, this is the back side of Somerset. I don't really know this area too much. I always went the other direction. I went back west on 31 to the meet point and spent most of my time just driving through downtown. This is the first big hill that we're going to deal with. Like I said, I don't know how I'm going to edit this up. I might just get quiet, put on a movie, and enjoy the ride, and then do like a time lapse of some sort. Not too sure how I want to edit it up. But if you happen to stumble across my video and found it interesting, go ahead and drop a comment. Drop the number 69. That's my favorite number. And if you don't do it right, 69 can taste like a bunch of shit. So ladies, scrub a dub while you're up in that tub, okay, baby? Okay, baby. But I think this is here. We're pushing uphill, 32 mile an hour. Temperature on the truck's running a little high because of a regen. But remind you, this is one of the smaller hills to climb. I just now went into 9th gear. This is one of the smaller hills to climb. I mean, I'm pedal to the metal, I'm foot on the floor, and this bad boy just doesn't go over the speed limit. It's pegged, just pegged. We're at 38 mile an hour now. Speed limit's 35, but I don't want to let off and lose momentum or I'll be back below where I need to go, okay? So, well, we're already back 34 mile an hour. See, it just slowly losing. I had a downshift there. Back down into 8th gear. It's going to come to a flat. I'm going to have to shift up and then probably have to shift back down on this next hill. I know it doesn't seem very steep on video, but I reassure you. Wait, is that how you say it? I reassure or I assure? Yeah, I assure you, it's definitely uphill. There's a good view of it. Anywho's, like I said, today was the first day I tried to do a live stream. Just test the waters. It seemed to go good for the most part. I just, I need to get over, what is it, 1,000 subscribers. That's my first milestone, because once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I can use any app to live stream from, not just Streamlabs. Streamlabs seems to, it's a little finicky. I don't know much information about it. By the way, that's a penitentiary to our left. I don't know if you can see right, but that's the truck stop headed back westbound. Well, we made it to 50 mile an hour. As you can see, we're still climbing a hill, and we're pretty flat right here, but we're getting ready to go up this portion here. Going over another highway here. I don't know if I've ever been on that highway. It looks pretty dead this time of day, but alright, we're back down to 40. Downshift, back down to 45 mile an hour. And we start gaining momentum again. See, a lot of people don't know any information about semis. They think that semis hang out in the left lane and they just want to be, you know, kind of ignorant and hold people up, but in reality, this is the kind of things that we mess with. You know, we get behind somebody where if we was to let off with the fuel pedal, we lose all momentum. So we go go into the left lane to go around them. This is 11% grade downhill, so this we got some speed on. But we get into the left lane to go around the slow ones, and then we hit a hill where we lose momentum due to a hill, and then everybody thinks we're assholes and we're just out here to clog up traffic and whatnot. They think we can just drop a gear like a car and go, and it doesn't work that way. You can't drop a gear in a semi and just go. You have to rev match it. There's no synchronizers in these trucks, so what does that say? That says that the driver would be the synchronizer. Let's turn this lane departure system off. Yeah, you don't really have a lane departure system, so lane departure system. What am I talking about? Hey, Travis, go ahead and say something stupid again. You don't have a synchronizer on the truck, so fresh oil and chips. So you have to synchronize the transmission with RPMs yourself, which makes driving these things up and down hills a nightmare. But with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it into a time lapse. I'll probably do a decent speed, not incredibly fast, just because I want you to see the details of this beautiful route. Like, I wish I could just shove all the people that watch my videos into a trailer full of windows and they can just eyeball the absolute sheer beauty of this route. Like I said, with that, all right, I'm gonna stop rambling on now. I'm gonna shut up, on with the ride. And we're down to 23 mile an hour. Slowly climbing. I've got cars behind me. Ain't nothing I can do. I can't gain speed. I can't pull off to the shoulder. There's no shoulder to go on. So going back to time lapse, boys. Biggest hills. Yeah, see, I just got passed by a pickup truck, which, you know, in all fairness, go ahead, because I'm about to go ass backwards in my gears. Okay, here we go. I didn't get exactly how big this hill is, steepness, grade wise, but I do know this is one of my worst nemesis. We're down to 30 mile an hour already. 28, 27, 26, 7th gear, 23, 22, 21. I mean, down into 6th gear, 18 mile an hour. Look at this mess. This is what us truck drivers deal with. You know, they say truck drivers have one of the easiest jobs, just a steering wheel holder. All we do is we come out here and, you know, since I'm an over-the-road driver, they say, well, you know, you drive over the road, you go in one direction and you only have to do that. This is why I make this video, okay? It's why I want to start live streaming. It's why I want to get into content creation in the trucking industry. I'm at 15 mile an hour. Shifting up, shifting down, shifting up, shifting down. We're cresting the top of the hill, 23, 24 mile an hour, and I think the worst of it is done. On to the next hill. But that's exactly why I want to start making videos, is because I'm considered a steering wheel holder by trade. I'm not considered a professional driver, a CDL holder. People look at me as a stinky steering wheel holder. And I don't give a crap what company you work for. I give Swift a hard time. I talk about Western Express. But in reality, they have to do the same thing I'm doing. So somewhere down the line, they have to have a sense of skill, a degree of skill in their knowledge gained throughout their life to know how to climb a hill. Now that hill that we just came up before this one is a hill that I spun out on. See, this is a 14% grade. I think the last one was 18%. But in this one, I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to go ahead and drop it since it's downhill. Drop it into 8th gear, which puts me about 38 mile an hour. And we're going to go ahead and ride the engine brake. Now, even though the engine brake's on, the company truck that I'm driving, it's not got the best engine brake. Like, I'm already at 50 mile an hour going down this hill and still gaining. So I have to get on the brakes and get off of the brakes. That's stab braking. Now, if I was to ride my brakes down this, clearly they'd be smoking. Back up to 45 mile an hour, stab brake, back down to 35. And you got to keep doing this so that you don't burn your brakes up. And tell me how fucking beautiful this run is. Like, I bitch about having to take it, but it's absolutely beautiful. And we got a truck behind us, so we're going to try not to get on the brakes for so long. We'll just kind of bounce it between, you know, I'm keeping 50 mile an hour to 40 mile an hour. Back on the brakes, get it back down to 43 mile an hour. And I like to just take the engine brake off, throw it in. That was a big grind for me. Put it in, now we're doing 60, okay? Just so I'm not holding anybody. I don't like holding people up, and I know it's a little dangerous to drive 60 mile an hour on this route in this area, but if I can get out of somebody's way, I will get out of their way as fast as I can. 71 mile an hour. No throttle whatsoever. This is all downhill. And now we're climbing up another one. And I'll come back. I'll take the time lapse off once we get to the next downhill. Hopefully this truck behind me has a chance to either go around or get off of the route and go go to a different location. But I'll come back from the time lapse. So this is what I've been ranting and raving about. It's 9% grade for 3 miles. Now, I was really hoping this pickup truck would have done left and left me alone. But I gotta come down this, and we're already starting off at a bad pace. We're already going over the speed limit. But there's nothing I can really do about that. Tell me, how beautiful is this scenery? It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna end up burning my brakes out. I really don't want to do that. I really, really don't want to end up doing that. If there was this pickup truck wasn't behind me, I would have started out in a lower gear like I should have. It's just a little dangerous, I think, to send a company driver up this route. Single axle, no real engine brake, no real retarder for the engine on this truck. And this is just a very good example of why I think it's a little dangerous to do this. You know, everybody calls me a steering wheel holder. Like, and I keep going back to the whole steering wheel holder thing, but it's true. Everybody does say something along the lines of, oh, you're a steering wheel holder, it can't be that hard to drive, a truck's straight, all you gotta do is go straight. But look at the scenery. Look how beautiful the scenery is. And right now is about the only time this thing has held its own, engine brake wise. Keeping it around 45 mile an hour. Like, I've obviously broken the whole 35 mile an hour truck zones. And if you look off to the left, this guardrail is a straight downhill. Literally straight downhill. I mean, just a sheer drop, and that sketches me out more than anything. Like, that is bonkers how high that is. And I'm unfortunate enough to be going this way. You know, and then we pop out, and it's basically the end of the hills. Now all we got to do is maintain corner speeds, make sure we don't roll over, and pay attention to cops and whatnot, people crossing the road, deer, that kind of thing. There's no real major hills coming up, I don't believe. What will happen is we'll be going, this is still Route 31 East. And then this will, if I keep following this, it'll come to a dead end, and there's like a market across the street. That's Route 30. So I'll jump on 30, I believe it's Route 30. And then I follow that all the way through Bedford, and then I jump on Route 99 North, where it'll take me all the way to the meet point, and we'll be in good freaking hands. But tell me, leave down in the comments, what do you guys think about this hazmat route that I gotta take? Isn't it the most gorgeous views? Like, mountains off in the distance, the windmills. Like, I don't know how much is actually visible on this video. I'll know once I edit the video. But, I mean, absolutely gorgeous scenery. Especially at this time of year, where the cornfields are low, you know, the skies are bright, sun's out this time of day. Perfect viewing. Perfect viewing. But with that, you know, we're gonna go jump back into another time lapse. Crank the fucking music up and let's enjoy it. I'm gonna go ahead and once we make it over to 99, I'll flip this camera around, do my outro, and I'll see you guys then. Alright guys, so basically that was the hazmat route. We're 1.3 miles away from Route 99 North, which will take me roughly about 9 miles away from the main point. So tell me what you think. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and drop a 76 for Route 76 in Pennsylvania. That's the route that we went around. But with that said, I mean, let me know in the comments what you think about the route. You like it? You don't like it? What about the videos? Too long? Too short? Not enough detail? Horrible quality? go ahead, bash me as hard as you can, because I want to grow as a content creator, and I need to know whether or not I need to invest in better cameras. I need to know, because quite frankly, I can't afford that stuff right now. I got kids, I got bills, I got, you name it, everything under the sun. Damn, that's a nice Mustang, brother, man. But anyways, like I said, tell me what you think about this video down in the comments. This will be my video numero 1. So basically, we're gonna go off of seasons. This is what do we call it? I need suggestions. What I'm gonna call it from here on is season. No, the better yet, this is what we're gonna do. So this is the summer season. Trucking vlog number 1. Remind me of that. Remind me of that. If you don't like it, tell me a suggestion, and we might just go with your idea. But with that said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you made it this far in the video, leave a comment. 76, that's the route that we skipped to go on Hazmat. And hopefully we see you sometime in a live stream, or we see you on the next video. Peace out, boys.
Now is my time to shine. When your time comes, don't postpone it. When others doubting out, you don't condone